And Adam knew his wife again, and she bore a son and called his name Seth. For she said, God has appointed me another offspring instead of Abel, for Cain killed him. To Seth also a son was born, and he called his name Enosh. This is the key spot. At that time, people began to call upon the name of the Lord. That is honestly to me the best thing said about anybody in the entire Bible. So easy to overlook, but when Seth lived, the father of faith outside of Adam, our greatest grandfather, when Seth lived in a world being conquered by godless people, prominent figures, metalworkers and musicians and beautiful women and a man with 2 wives who's bolder and stronger than every other man. In that time, there's a quiet voice in the wilderness, Seth, that when he lived and he worshiped God, people began to call upon the Lord. People began to lift their voices to the Lord. People began to see in him a man who had true faith, and they wanted to be like him. They wanted to emulate him. I personally, when I read those words, I think, when I die, if I have a gravestone and there's something on it, I hope it says, when he lived, people began to call upon the Lord. Not, he built the city, he was a good speaker. I hope it just says, when he lived, people began to call upon the Lord. That's the greatest accomplishment you can have. Where you walk, where your presence is, where your passion is demonstrated, people begin to call upon the Lord. They start to take it personal. They go home and say, I want what he has. You're my God too. My Lord, my Savior. I'm going to sing your praises. I'm going to dance like David. I see it in him, and there's a piece there that I don't know yet, and I want it, and I'm going to take it. And it just stands out to me. Seth is exactly who we should emulate. When we lived, people began to call upon the Lord. Support scriptures.